Now, another time when NLP is very useful is in therapy. Now, we have an aversion to the word therapy here in the UK. If we all lived in America, we'd be unusual if we didn't have at least 3 or 4 therapists that we saw regularly. But over here in the UK and Europe, we don't do therapists in quite the same way. What's the difference between therapy and coaching? And I'm going to talk about coaching in a minute. For me, it's the difference is a goal. Coaching by its very nature has to have a goal. It has to have a destination. It has to be, we're here and we're trying to get here, and how do I help my client get that goal? Therapy doesn't need to have a goal. It can sometimes, but it doesn't need to have a goal. Essentially, people are coming to you with a problem and they're looking for your help with that problem. Now, phobias are a great example of a therapy. There are about 5 million people in the UK with phobias, from some very common ones like flying and heights and things like that, to some more unusual ones like buttons. And there's even one, I can't remember, forgive me, I don't know the official names of them all, but there's one that at any given point somewhere there is a rabbit watching you, maybe over in my pot plant. But there's a rabbit always watching you. So a phobia is an irrational fear, and at some level the person knows that fear is not rational. Yet it doesn't stop them acting that out in terms of their behaviours and in terms of what they feel, and it feels very real. If you've ever had a phobia, you'll know that. And we have a technique in our practitioner toolkit called the Fastphobia model, which allows us essentially to get rid of people's phobias in about 20-25 minutes, something like that. Sometimes much faster. I've done a phobia in as short as 12 minutes before. I've also worked with people with OCDs. They're very common. I remember working with a lady once who had to check every single light switch in her house 3 times before she left. So when you've got the plate on the wall for the light switch, run a finger down, feel the switch, and then underneath that, really held her back. She said herself, Laura, there's no popping down a Tesco's corner shop to pick up a pint of milk because it takes me longer to get out of the house. So it really, really, really impedes people's lives. Plenty of issues around self-esteem. Lots of people have had the stuffing knocked out of them over the years and don't believe they're good enough and things like that. We're going to touch on that on this course. Through to other bits and pieces here. Anxiety and depression I've talked about already from my own personal experience. Timeline therapy, which is an advanced NLP technique that you'll only get from an NLP trainer, which I am. There are various governing bodies globally for NLP. And one of our students, Julian Davis, worked with some people from the military very successfully with PTSD. Personally, I wouldn't say NLP can cure things like that, but certainly, oh my goodness, does it make a difference. Please don't get put off by the title therapy, okay, because we really, really in NLP can help people in general day-to-day life problems which they want to get past. Hugely beneficial.